If you clicked on this vid, a lot can happen in 1 year. Whether if it's turning a new leaf, turning a new age, current events that happened this year. So I create a video to my future self to reflect back 1 year's time. Just to give you an example, a few years ago, I was diagnosed with ESRD. ESRD means that both my kidneys have been shot or failed, and I had to go through this treatment called dialysis. And I had to go through that treatment 3 times a week. Just to give you an example, I graduated my undergrad in 1 year, and I graduated on top of my class at that. Another high point of it is I actually got my transplant that same year. I create a video to my future self again to remind myself what happened during this current events, what happened. And so currently this year, I took a huge bet on myself. When I say that is I stepped into a space that I feel like I don't belong. I feel like I have no business being in. And I bought 300 of them as a big bet. So the big bet is I created a stuffed animal or collectible plush toy per se. Even though I got a lot of positive feedback, there is about 200 sitting in my apartment. Only Wells Fargo knows how much money I owe them to have this project come alive. The side bet of it is that I told myself, hey, because of a lot of this positive feedback, I'm gonna re-roll this out and do a second project on the side, which is to create custom baseball jerseys. By the time you see this video, I hope we sold all of them and the jerseys at the same time. Did that happen? Or do we still have a few plushies left over? I also just paid off the Trump tariff, which is the 145 mark. Currently at the time of this recording, it ran up to 245, pushing 300%. So I made the cutoff to 125. However, just yesterday, it got slashed. It got slashed to 30%. That I took a huge hit on it, but because I'm an impulsive person, I said, who knows when that tariff is going to get slashed down, or is it even going to go higher? Because there was threats saying in the news that it could even go up to 400%, which almost happened. I just bought my ticket to Japan for February 2026. By the time you see this video, I'm kind of curious of what ended up happening, because for sure when I bought this ticket, I had no idea of what to do, even though we have an itinerary in the Google spreadsheet. But did we follow that? Did people actually come with us? Did you end up going by yourself? I know mom said she would be down to go, but did she end up going? I know in the group chat, there's a lot of people who are saying that, oh, I'm totally down to go, just let me know. But a lot of people who say, let me know, I'll see what's up, usually means they're not going. So I'm kind of curious, did you end up going by yourself? What areas did we was there anything in the itinerary that we stuck through? Or did you just say, I'll figure it out? More than likely, I'll probably be doing that. But we got to be mindful because we only have 2 weeks when doing this. In September, this coming up September, we took on a camping trip. We said yes to a camping trip. Because of that, did we pull the trigger on our Amazon wish list for the camera that's been on our wish list for decades? Now, are we debt free? Because we have a student loan, a bunch of credit card debt, this personal loan that we have to deal with. What's left over? Are we debt free? What else currently right now for social media wise, for YouTube, we are sitting at 250. By December or New Year's or Christmas, I kind of want to hit 500 subscribers. But on my birthday of next year, I want to hit at least 1,000. At least 1,000. Did we hit that mark? Because I know, for instance, I'm always in my head, not posting consistently, always talking to myself like, that's not worth it. But I feel like whatever project I finish, I should just go ahead and post it and get that like quote unquote dopamine hit because that project's been done and it's been sitting in my DaVinci Resolve folders for decades. Has these videos finally been completed and been rolled out week by week? So I have a consistent schedule. Things that happened to me this year, gaming wise, I am hard stuck bronze 1. I put over 700 games in. I peaked at silver 3 though, but since I rage queued, I went from silver 3 to bronze 1. So you can only imagine how far of a pit that was. I am currently now chat banned because I'm a disliked person and I like to chat into my teammates, so I'm considered a bad teammate. Therefore, I was rage queuing and that didn't help. That didn't help at all. Currently living in LA. Did we move out of this said apartment? Did we move into a smaller space for like lifestyle change? Did we move into a bigger one because this apartment feels kind of tight? Did we find a deal at least when we were moving out of this apartment? Or did we actually even just stay in the apartment and just focus on something else? Because I know I like to wander on, I would look at these like cool apartments, but they are really expensive out here in LA. So it's kind of hard to move out because A, the grocery store is right across the street. B, the food places where I live at, you can't beat it. I really can't beat the food spots that's around me right now. Did you and EJ start a podcast that you keep mentioning up, but it feels like we haven't even, we actually never even shopped for the equipment yet. Do we even have a name for the podcast? Did we even start it? So, hindsight, get it out the way. Me and EJ, which is a buddy of mine who I actually grew up since elementary school, wanted to start a podcast. He brought it up. I'm all for it. Did we actually go through it? Because right now, we didn't buy any equipment. And we don't even have a name yet. Did we go through with that? Did we find a name? I would love to know what name we chose because it's still in the air at the moment, but did Bitcoin go higher? Because right now it's at 104%. Did it crash? Did everyone just pull out and just said, we're not dealing with that? Is there any anime that we picked up? Because I know that Soul Leveling, even that is my favorite anime, by the way, even though it's pushed back to 2026, 2028, I believe that's got pushed back. But what I'm looking forward to is Tokyo Revengers. Did they push it back? Is there any announcement as of right now? Because we're stuck on Kisaki getting ran over in the snow, but there's more to it from what the book says. Now, I didn't read the book. I refuse to read a manga about an anime I'm watching, that I'm religiously watching. So I'm kind of curious if they actually like push that through for the next season. Is there any other animes that we picked up in our Plex server? Is there anything? I'm not gonna lie to you, this year has been rough, even though I held my head up high in silence. I personally am I low-key feel like I'm a people pleaser because I've been thinking for others instead of myself first. I've always felt like I was a people pleaser, whether if it's me gift giving to someone and they felt like it's an IOU. It's really not. It's just me trying to like share what I have, or basically I know I don't have to, but I wanted to. It's not more of like an IOU thing. It's not more of like, remember the time this happened. No, not at all. I just want to share an experience with you guys, give you something that I felt like it'd be cool for you to have, and something that I could share it with you. So I want to say, dear future self, I got to remind myself that I'm on a very strict time than others because of my whole transplant thing. Yeah, so whatever, I need to make the best out of every situation, and each decision that I choose from here on out is the best for me. I feel like I'm spinning my wheels and eating glass, And so I feel like right now I should be in a season of learning and just keep going and just post consistently with social media and just to just create more dope stuff, more dope content. I found a morning routine which helps a lot because I was always fighting with myself in my head whether I should be a morning person, just get it over with, or be a night owl, which I am, and just do that so I could be by myself and just work out so I don't have to be like, you done with that set? How many sets do you have, bro? So it's like trying to find that balance per se. I do hope so. Again, dear future me, dear future self, whatever city you end up choosing or moving to, I hope you enjoy yourself and explore more. I hope you gain your happiness back. Even though I'm spinning wheels and eating glass, I know I would sometimes silence myself in bed and just hope things would go away. However, that's not the case. Right now, I feel like I'm in an okay spot, but I feel like I could be better. I know there's times where things do get rough. I get overwhelmed. I tend to shut down, tend to quote unquote run away. So, dear future me, I hope you find your happiness. I hope things are better. I hope you're in a good spot. As self-reminder, always put yourself first, and always pour champagne in a glass and leave beer in a red cup.